All right, let's do this. First things first, we want to try and find a monster that is comparable to a Leshen, even though that's not going to be specifically found since it is a Witcher monster. The monster I've picked is the Vine Blight. It is a CR 1/2 creature that has quite a few nifty tricks up its sleeve that do match Leshen. I'm going to make some slight modifications. I am going to increase its AC by 2, and I'm going to increase its to hit by 2 as well. That should put you with a AC of 14 and a to hit bonus of +6. We're also going to change their Entangling Plants ability to not recharge on a 5 or 6, but instead to recharge every time a health bar is depleted. Now let's bossify it. The first impulse I have is to give it 5 health bars, but you could also double its health and instead give it 3 health bars instead. The important thing to remember when running a large party encounter like this is that they are going to be able to dish out a crazy amount of damage every round. In fact, this type of boss was actually made to deal with my own group that had 8 to 9 players weekly. Now, it's important to remember, whenever a health bar is depleted, damage doesn't spill over, as well as conditions are reset. So don't worry about legendary resistances. Let them get off their big, great spells against the monster, but they will reset when a health bar is depleted. This keeps things engaging, makes them not feel like they've wasted their spell slots, but also allows your monster to be the threat you want it to be. Now we need to make that terrifying action that happens every time that health bar is depleted. Remember, it doesn't take a reaction, doesn't take an action, it's just something they get to do when the health bar is depleted. The best option in my mind is to allow the Leshen to teleport up to 30 feet every time a health bar is depleted. Then draw a line from where they started to where they teleported, and everyone in that line needs to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the multitude of crows that accompany a Leshen's teleportation. Finally, we need a transformation. One of the videos I saw with Leshen kind of show them shooting out these tree-like branches in a multitude of strikes. So that brought to mind is that every time they lose a health bar, they gain an attack. So that's going to go up to a multi-attack 1, all the way up to potentially a multi-attack 4. But to keep ourselves from just murking the wizard right off the bat, we're going to make sure each of those multi-attacks has to target a different hero. So if you have started to drop the heroes, you're still only going to be able to make up to a max number of attacks equal to the party's remaining standing member. And for that, you'll just be multiplying the Vine Blight's standard attack that it has in its stat block. And with that, you should be all ready to have a wonderful boss fight encounter, even with 7 level 3 adventurers. With a large group, the hardest part is initiative, and so if you want to see how I handle that, go ahead and subscribe.